This is where ideals and loyalties are put to test. This is where hindrances and conflicts lead to the survival of the worthy and the fittest. This is where the contention and competition begins. This is where a stiflingly significant atmosphere puts all your menacingly desperate skills to a check, to provide an escape from your inexorable demise. This is the battlefield, a place where boys turn into men. And in a place like this, it's next to being injudicious to jump into the terrain without proper training and strategies that could enhance your chances of survival. Welcoming you to the cantonment, where you'd see the battlefield through my eyes, analyze, and learn to be resilient, no matter how repetitive your cessation may be. I am Pain, and this is a series of tips and tricks that you'd enjoy watching, and that would be worth following to at least make your day a bit longer on the field, if not to render yourself the last man standing tag. So let's go to the drive where you settle relaxing in the back seat. But don't forget to be attentive, else it may cost you your life.
Get the dog tag.
Peekaboo is a famous style of play in the sport of boxing. The basic concept behind the peekaboo style of boxing is an aggressive progression of attack coupled with a compact and impenetrable defense. Peekaboo is all about counterattack, where the opponent throws a punch, and the practitioner evades it and throws a counter-punch immediately. The style was made famous by the legend Mike Tyson himself. Inspired from him, we'll apply similar concept on our battlefield too. The strategy is simple and crisp. When the enemy has got you off guard, meaning that he started shooting at you when you weren't prepared for it and gave you a significant damage, never try to counter-fire immediately. It will most probably get you killed in action. Instead, play your defense first. Get inside your cover. Once you get in your cover, he'll of course stop shooting, expecting you to run and heal, making him confident enough to follow your track. But here's the catch, we are not gonna run or heal. We rushed into our cover just to make him think that we're scared like a scaredy cat, so that he follows us. As he starts to follow you, his gun would be pointed down, his body completely exposed out of his cover, and most importantly, his mind absolutely confident about rushing you. His confidence to rush would let down his guard, and that is precisely the time when you'd strike him back. Let me demonstrate you a few examples of what I meant. 2 of my teammates dead, and last one struggling inside sanitarium. I rushed to lend him a hand, just to realize he was already outnumbered.
Dog tags have been scanned successfully.
Enemy down.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Enemy eliminated.
Let us rewind back and discuss a bit about what just happened here. Here is my teammate, and there goes the enemy rushing him, probably because he knows my mate is outnumbered. I decided to quickly join the action. I may catch the enemy off guard because he thinks my teammate is all alone there.
Dog tags have been scanned successfully.
This is a classic example of teamwork. My teammate was low on armor, so I announced my arrival on spot, for which he got an opening to escape. This made the enemy fire bullets behind his back at thin air, while I caught him off guard. Remember, communication is the key, while playing as a team. I'll discuss these things as we move ahead in our series. For now, let's continue with our topic. Now, this is where peekaboo theory comes in handy. The enemy has caught me off guard. Had I turned at him and started firing at him, I'd have been as good as dead. So I quickly get inside my guard first. The enemy will surely follow me with his guns pointed down.
The revived flight will arrive.
Now, I peeked out of my cover, something the enemy did not expect. And here we go. Enemy is completely off guard. Remember that the enemy will not remain off guard forever. The split second you get when he's off guard, you have to be precise in your accuracy, or else the strategy would fail miserably. Now in this second example, I'll show you how this peekaboo theory still works, even if you do not have time to enter into a solid cover. Let us watch first.
Flight will arrive in 1 minute.
Now, let us analyze what happened here. A ninja player seems to be trying to surprise me from above, and his teammate is probably going to support him with cover fire. Out of nowhere, I'm suddenly stuck in a 2v1 situation with no cover. Remember, a cover is not mandatory for peekaboo style of counterattack. All that's necessary is that your actions should convince the enemy that you are scared and are running away to save your life. I used my ninja ability to get out of their track. He surely would have expected me to run for my life now, but we all know what's going to happen next. As he misses all his bullets, I'll switch weapon while sliding and shoot him down. Now, I'll get into my actual cover, but again, just to let the enemy think I'm running away. While in reality, I'll jump back to him in no time. This was the peekaboo theory. Remember, always make your enemy believe that you are running away, and then when he follows you, you slap him back with sheer aggression. That's how the peekaboo counterattack strategy works. There are times when, due to lack of accuracy or due to lack of an extended mag, you lose all your rounds and enemy still is alive and shooting at you. You need to act quickly to counter this situation. We have two choices. First is to reload our weapon, and second is to switch to our next weapon. You must remember that reloading your weapon requires considerable amount of time which is enough to get you knocked and even killed in the process. Hence, always switch your weapon instead of reloading under such circumstances. Let us see an example. My teammate is down, and reviving him under these conditions would bring death to both of us. So I decided to take the fight first. Two enemies pushing me. I need to finish one of them before the other reaches me, or else it's going to be over for me too.
Get the dog tag. Get the dog tag.
Let us have a look again. This guy had a shotgun, so I had to maintain distance. But because of that, I couldn't knock him down even after connecting all my rounds, as an SMG does not damage much at this range. Thus, I had two choices, either reload or switch to my assault rifle. Had I reloaded, I'd have been slapped back to lobby by that shotgun. So I switched my weapon, and here we go.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Again, I have two choices, either reload or switch weapon. What do you think I must have done? In short, always prioritize switching weapon over reloading under these circumstances. These are minute details of the game which can make huge difference in the outcome, so be cautious about these concepts.
having driven your chariot all day, steering and wiggling and tiptoeing through those crossfire hurricanes just to show you examples of what needs to be done to preserve your mortality. Although being a mortal myself, a like would be highly appreciated. Would be bringing more of such tips and tricks in the series. Don't slack off, or else you'd miss the upcoming parts. After all these tips, hope you'll sweat more on the training ground and bleed less on the battlefield. Let's meet again soon, soldier.